The sun rose slowly over the hills of California, casting a warm, golden glow upon the sprawling mansion that had become home to the Clampett family. Inside, the house was already humming with activity. Jed Clampett, a man whose gentle nature and sharp wit had carried him from the humble surroundings of a mountain cabin to the unexpected opulence of Beverly Hills, sat at the head of the heavy wooden dining table. Before him sat a skillet filled with eggs, prepared exactly as he liked them. He took a slow, thoughtful breath, his eyes fixed on the empty chair beside him. Jed remembered the days when the biggest worry he faced was whether the hunting would be good enough to keep his family fed. He thought of that day long ago, when he was out shooting at some game and discovered the bubbling crude that changed their lives forever. Oil, that is, black gold, Texas tea. It was a strange twist of fate that had turned him into a millionaire and brought his kinfolk to this land of swimming pools and movie stars. He still felt like the same man, even if the world around him was entirely different. Granny bustled into the room, her apron strings tied tightly around her waist. She looked at the skillet before Jed with a discerning eye. She was a woman of firm convictions, rarely swayed by the modern world that existed outside their front gates. She paused, noticing a telegram resting on the table. Her eyes narrowed. "Looky here, Granny, somebody done sent us a telegram," Jed said, gesturing toward the paper. Granny immediately pulled her hand back, as if the envelope were made of fire.
"Do not open it, Jed."
"It is bad news." "How do you know that, Granny?" Jed asked with a patient smile. "Telegrams is always bad news," she insisted, her voice trembling slightly.
"Somebody has passed on."
"I just know it. I think we have to open it."
"Please do not, Jed."
"There has been a death in the family. I just know it." "Now you are jumping to conclusions," Jed replied softly. "You mark my words," Granny warned, shaking her head. "It will not be long until old Duke will commence to howling. And you know what that means. Any howling around here will be done when Jethro comes down and finds out his breakfast is not ready," Jed chuckled. "How can he think about food at a time like this, when there is a death in the family?" Granny asked, clearly distressed. "The telegram does not have to mean that," Jed said, reaching for the envelope. "I am going to open it." "I am not going to listen," Granny declared, covering her ears. "It is from Llewellyn Aden in Monroe, Louisiana," Jed read aloud, his brow furrowing. "Why, that is that little girl that Jethro used to tote her books back home," Granny exclaimed, momentarily forgetting her vow of silence. "I thought you were not going to listen," Jed teased. "Can I help it if I havers like a hawk?" Granny countered, adjusting her spectacles. "Well, anyway, Llewellyn says she is coming to California," Jed continued, scanning the paper. "In fact, she is flying in this morning." "What for?" Granny demanded. "Well, she says she is finally going to take the big step, and she cannot wait to see Jethro." "I wonder what she means by the big step," Jed mused. "You do not have to find out," Granny muttered, turning toward the kitchen. "Morning, everybody," a voice boomed from the doorway. It was Jethro, looking eager and hungry as always. "Where is Vittles?" "I will commence fixing breakfast right away," Granny promised. "Thank you, Granny," Jethro said, sitting down. "Jethro, do you recollect a little girl back home named Llewellyn Aden?" Jed asked. "Llewellyn Aden?" Jethro repeated, his expression blank. "Yeah, she moved down to Louisiana about the time we came out here to California," Jed explained. "Llewellyn Aden," Jethro said slowly, trying to grasp the name. "You used to tote her books to school," Jed reminded him. "Oh, yeah," Jethro grinned. "I used to call her Cupcake." "Cupcake?" Granny asked, intrigued. "Sweetest thing I ever put my lips to," Jethro said dreamily. "Llewellyn was, huh?" Jed asked, eyebrows raised. "No, the cupcake she used to tote to school in her lunchbox," Jethro clarified. "Quick as I was done eating my lunch, she would give me what was left of hers." "She liked you, huh?" Jed asked.
"Yeah."
"I was crazy about her, too," Jethro admitted. "First time I ever really fell in love." "With Llewellyn?" Jed asked. "No, with her cupcakes," Jethro said with absolute sincerity. "They were molasses cupcakes with marshmallow icing." "Well, how did you feel about Llewellyn?" Jed persisted. "I liked her fine," Jethro said with a shrug.
"Why?"
Jed asked. Well, in her telegram here, she says she is coming to California this morning, Jed said, holding up the paper. She cannot wait to see you. And she is finally going to take the big step. I wonder what she means by that, Jethro said, looking puzzled. That is what your granny and me are trying to figure out, Jed said. Did you ever propose to her? You mean married? Jethro asked.
Yeah.
Did you ever ask her to marry you? Oh, gosh, Jethro said, his eyes widening as he remembered. I remember. I gave her a ring. Engagement ring? Jed asked. Well, I do not know, Jethro said. We were walking home from school, and I seen this here horseshoe nail lying on the road. So I picked it up with my toes. Showing off, huh? Jed noted. Well, anyways, I bent it into a ring, and I slipped it on her finger, Jethro explained. Was it by any chance the third finger of her left hand? Jed asked, looking for clues. Yeah, it was, Jethro confirmed. And then I kissed her. You did, huh? Jed asked. Yeah, there was still some icing left on her lips, Jethro recalled fondly. Now, Jethro, think hard, Jed instructed. Try to recollect everything you said to her on the day you put the ring on her finger. Okay, Jethro said, tapping his chin. Well, let me think. Did you ask her to wait for you? Jed probed. Yeah, that is exactly what I said, Jethro agreed. I said, Llewellyn, you wait for me. Do you recollect anything else you said? Jed asked. Well, when we got to her house, I said, sweetheart, I says, someday you and me is going to share everything together, Jethro recounted. Jethro, it looks to me like you are facing a wedding, Jed said gravely. I am? Jethro asked, turning pale.
Yeah.
Well, figure it out for yourself, Jed said. You put a ring on her engagement finger. You kissed her. You asked her to wait for you. And you said someday you and her were going to share everything. Yeah, well, when I said share everything, I meant everything in her lunchbox, Jethro defended. Not just the cupcakes. Maybe that is what you meant, Jed said, but I do not think that is the way she took it. Boy, you're just a handful of rice away from being a married man, Granny chuckled. Jeth, I cannot marry no little old hillbilly girl like Llewellyn Aden, Jethro protested. Why not? Jed asked. Because I am a sophisticated playboy, Jethro declared, puffing out his chest. A member of the international jet set. Why, if I was to walk into that palace in Monaco with that little old hayseed, why, Princess Grace and Prince Reindeer would throw me out. Well, there is no go to see Princess Grace and Prince Reindeer, Jed reasoned. Look, Jeth, ask me to give up polo, Jethro pleaded. Ask me to give up skiing in the Alps. But do not ask me to give up my friends. Did you all figure out what Llewellyn meant by that telegram? Granny asked. Yeah, Granny, Jed said. Appears like she is coming out here to marry Jethro. She's got to find me first, Jethro shouted, leaping from his chair and running out of the house. Jeth, he left without eating, Granny observed. No question about it, the boy panicked, Jed noted. Well, let us sit down and eat. If we share Jethro breakfast, we will still have enough left over for lunch and supper. Rusty, please, Miss Jane Hathaway said, trying to type at the bank. I am having enough trouble trying to learn typewriting without you grabbing for the keys. Well, Ollie, time to head for the bank on your first day as a working girl, she continued, addressing Ollie. Miss Jane, I am afraid I will never learn to type as good as you, Ollie said nervously. Oh, do not let that concern you, Miss Jane reassured her. There are other things you can do. Well, I will try the best I know how, Ollie promised. Your very presence among us will ensure the rest of us girls decent treatment from old Grump Grump, Miss Jane said. Who? Ollie asked. Mr. Drysdale, Miss Jane replied. Bye, Rusty. Bye, world, Ollie called out. See you all after work. Ollie, are that cat and that rooster compatible? Miss Jane asked. Oh no, they get along just fine, Ollie replied. Oh, no, Miss Jane sighed. Good, Jed said on the phone. Jane Hathaway here. Oh, hello, Mr. Cloudback. Miss Jane, I sure do hate to bother you, but there is a friend of ours arriving at the airport directly, and Jethro is not around to meet her. Well, suppose Ellie and I meet her? Miss Jane suggested. That would be dandy, Jed said. I am sure Ellie would recognize her. They were young as together. Llewellyn Aden. Flight number 5 from Monroe, Louisiana. 9:30 a.m. We will be there, Miss Jane confirmed.
I sure do appreciate it, Jed said.
I will call Mr. Drysdale and tell him you'll be late.
Bye. Bye.
Jed, me and Old Duke have searched this place from the front gate to the root cellar, Granny announced. No sign of Jethro? Jed asked. Not a hide in her hair, Granny said. And the tractor is gone, too. But he left this note. What does it say? Jed asked. It says he is not going to marry no freckle-faced, barefoot hick, Granny read. And he is not coming home until she is gone. It is going to be a mite awkward to explain to Llewellyn, Jed noted. You call her up and tell her not to come, Granny suggested. Too late for that now, Granny, Jed said. Miss Jane and Ellie made it on the way to the airport to meet her now. Jed, maybe you cannot hold a boy to an engagement made when he was in the 2nd grade, Granny noted. I would not count on it, Granny, Jed said. Jethro was 14 at the time. Well, Llewellyn, what do you think of the club at home? Ellie Mae asked, showing her around. I declare, it is as big as the Capitol building in Baton Rouge, Llewellyn remarked. Yes, it is quite imposing, Miss Jane added. I thought you were fetching home little Llewellyn, Granny said when they returned. Where is she? I am Llewellyn, the young woman said. No, Granny insisted. Yes, I am Granny, this is her. Well, welcome to California, Llewellyn, Jed said warmly. Thank you, sir, Llewellyn replied. Lancisa, Granny asked, squinting. What has happened to your pigtails and your freckles? And look, Jed, she is wearing shoes. Of course she is, Granny. She is a grown-up girl now, Jed explained. I cannot get over how she has changed, Granny said. I kind of like it myself, Jed admitted. Well, come on inside, everybody, Jed said. I have got some fresh coffee and sassafras tea brewin'. Oh, thanks, Granny, but I think Ellie and I better get to the bank as quickly as possible, Llewellyn said. Good luck with your new job. Ellie Mae, Llewellyn added. Oh, thank you, Llewellyn, Ellie Mae said. See you later. I told you things upstairs, Llewellyn, Jed said. I really did not intend to move in on you like this, but Ellie insisted you would want me to. And she was right, honey, Jed said. She was, for a fact. We are proud to have you. Thank you, Mr. Clampett, Llewellyn said. Would you like to come out to the kitchen and have a cup of coffee or some tea? Jed asked. Yes, I would like that, Llewellyn agreed. Is Jethro here? Oh, I was afraid you were going to ask that, Jed said. You better come over and sit down, honey. I have got some bad news for you. Has something happened to Jethro? Llewellyn asked, looking concerned. Oh, no, Jed said. He is the same as ever. Of course, in a way, I guess that is bad news right there. Llewellyn, we know why you come to California. Oh, good. I did not explain too much in my telegram, Llewellyn said. You did not have to, Jed explained. We put 2 and 2 together. Llewellyn, we know that you and Jethro were quite close as young ones back home. Yes, Ma, Llewellyn said. He used to carry my books to school every day. And he was quite sweet on you, too, was he not? Jed asked. Yes, Ma, Llewellyn said. He carved a heart in the tree in front of my house. And inside the heart he carved, Jethro loves Cece. She, Cupcake, Granny corrected. That was his pet name for me. What are you girls talking about? Jed asked, confused. I am trying to tell Llewellyn the bad news about Jethro. Well, I think the easiest way is just to come right out and say it. Suppose you will do it. All right. Llewellyn? Yes, Mr. Clampett? Llewellyn asked. I see you are still wearing that horseshoe nail ring Jethro gave you, Jed noted. Yes, Llewellyn said. He is the only boy I have ever let put a ring on my finger. Llewellyn? Jed asked again. Yes, Mr. Clampett? Llewellyn said. Did you have a nice trip out here from Louisiana? Jed asked. Just wonderful, Llewellyn said. Did you hear that, Granny? Jethro had a wonderful trip out from Louisiana, Jed said, trying to be jovial. Get to the point, Jed, Granny demanded. Llewellyn? Jed asked. Yes, Mr. Clampett? Llewellyn said. You sure did turn out pretty, Jed complimented. Thank you, sir, Llewellyn said.
Jed.
Granny scolded. All right, Granny, all right, Jed said. I am coming to it. Llewellyn? Yes, Mr. Clampett? Llewellyn said. Do you recollect the day Jethro put that ring on your finger? Jed asked. Yes, I do, Llewellyn said. Do you recollect him kissing you? Jed asked. I do, Llewellyn said. Do you recollect him asking you to wait for him? Jed asked. I do, Llewellyn said. Do you recollect him saying that one day you would share everything? Jed asked. I do, Llewellyn said. Well, I wish you would stop saying I do, Granny interrupted. You are making me awful nervous.
Me too, Jed said.
What are you nervous about? Llewellyn asked. Llewellyn? Jed asked. Yes, Mr. Clampett? Llewellyn asked. How is your family? Jed asked. I cannot stand any more of this, Granny cried. Now are you going to tell her that Jethro has jilted her, or am I? Granny, I think he just did, Jed said. Without sharing the burden, Llewellyn, Jethro does not want to marry you. I am glad to hear that because I certainly do not want to marry him, Llewellyn said, relieved. You do not want to marry Jethro? Jed asked, surprised. No, indeed, Llewellyn said. He is a nice boy, but the girl who marries him will spend the rest of her life in the kitchen. Well, speaking of kitchen, why do we not all go out there and get us something to eat? Jed suggested. In that telegram that you sent us saying she was coming to California to take the big step, if it is not marriage, what is it? Granny asked. Show business, Llewellyn explained. I hope to be an actress. Did you hear that, Jethro? Jed said. She does not want Jethro.
She wants to act.
Is that not wonderful? It is for a fact, Granny agreed. And Llewellyn? Yes, Mr. Clampett? Llewellyn asked. If you are as smart about acting as you are about men, you have got it made, Jed encouraged. Good morning, Chief, Miss Jane said, entering the bank. I am sorry I am a little late. A little late? You are 1 hour and 30 minutes late, Mr. Drysdale thundered. Well, did not Mr. Clampett call you? Miss Jane asked. So what? Do you think a phone call from Jed Clampett is going to change the rules of this bank? Do you think a mention of his name is going to get you off the hook? Mr. Drysdale retorted. Well, if that is the way you think, young lady, you are absolutely right. I adore every member of that Clampett family. They are the most wonderful people in the world. Hello, I did not see you, Mr. Drysdale said, changing his tone immediately as he saw Ellie Mae. Oh, you look so beautiful. What brings you here? Well, I work here now, Mr. Drysdale, Ellie Mae said. This is my first day. Oh, so it is, Mr. Drysdale said. I forgot. Well, welcome aboard. How are things going? Oh, just fine, Ellie Mae said. Oh, wonderful, Mr. Drysdale gushed. Now you can take the rest of the day off. Well, I just got here, Ellie Mae said. Have you had breakfast? Mr. Drysdale asked. Oh, no, sir. We did not have time, Ellie Mae admitted. Well, come with me and I will buy you the best breakfast you ever had, Mr. Drysdale promised. Oh, thank you, Ellie Mae said.
Come on, Miss Jane.
No, Ellie dear, Miss Jane said. Miss Hathaway must stay and catch up on her work. Well, I will stay and help her, Ellie Mae offered. Oh, are you not hungry? Mr. Drysdale asked. Oh, yes, sir, I sure am, Ellie Mae said. So is Miss Jane. Who are you calling? Mr. Drysdale asked. My pa, Ellie Mae said. He will not let us go hungry. He will fetch us something to eat. Howdy, Pa. This here is Ellie. Hello, Miss Clampett. This is your friendly banker, Mr. Drysdale said, taking the phone. Oh, I am so delighted to have your beautiful daughter as an employee. I am going to celebrate my good luck by taking her and Miss Hathaway to breakfast.
Goodbye.
Oh, come lovely ladies.
This is on me.
Bon appetit. Oh, Ellie Mae, I cannot tell you what a joy it is to have you working here, Mr. Drysdale said during the meal. I will help with the dishes, Ellie Mae said later. You will do no such thing, Granny said firmly back at the house. You are here to get into the show business. And movie stars do not wash dishes. I am a long way from being a movie star, Granny, Ellie Mae said. Seems to me you are on the way, Llewellyn, Granny said. You won a beauty contest at that big television station? Yeah, Llewellyn said. Station KNOE-TV in Monroe, Louisiana. Yeah, Granny said. That ought to get you in pictures right there. I am afraid it takes more than that to open the doors to a movie studio, Llewellyn said. Jed, I will bet you Mr. Drysdale could help her, Granny suggested. He could, for a fact, Jed agreed.
He is a banker, Llewellyn.
He does what you call finance a lot of pictures. Oh, I would love to meet him, Llewellyn said. Well, no sooner said than done, Jed said. I will take you right down there and introduce you. Oh, wonderful, Llewellyn said. Just let me change my dress and put on a new face. You can change your dress, honey, Jed said. But if I was you, I would keep that face. Yeah, you cannot beat that, Granny agreed. Hello? Jed Clampett speaking, Jed said, picking up the phone. Oh, hello, Jethro. Yeah, Llewellyn is right here. Can I speak to him? Hold on. Llewellyn wants to talk to you. Hi, Jethro, Llewellyn said. Hello? Hello? He hung up. Well, he probably thinks you are still out here to marry him, Jed said. Now, you two skedaddle on down to the bank. And you bring Ellie Mae and Miss Jane and Mr. Drysdale home for supper. We will do it, Granny, Jed said. Who do you think you are, Arnold the pig? How can you eat so much and stay so skinny? Chief, all I had were 2 poached eggs, Miss Jane explained. You did not poach them. I had to pay for them, Mr. Drysdale grumbled. Oh, Chief, really? And did you have to order ham? Do you not realize you violated a religious law by eating ham? I am not of that faith, Miss Jane said. Join him. That stuff is expensive, Mr. Drysdale said. Hold it, Hathaway. I am not through with you.
What? Now?
Miss Jane asked. Now you take that dumb hillbilly blonde to the secretarial pool and teach her how to type, Mr. Drysdale ordered. But you said that was not important, Miss Jane reminded him. That is what I said to her, Mr. Drysdale said. To you I am saying if she does not type by tonight, her salary is coming out of your salary. And one other thing. If this maple syrup stain does not come out of this suit, you are going to have to pay the cleaning bill. Well, that was not my fault, Miss Jane protested. You flew into a rage when the waitress gave you the check. You could have grabbed it. Well, I wish I had, Mr. Drysdale said. I would have prevented an ugly stain.
Out. Out.
Miss Jane? Ellie Mae asked. Ellie Mae? Miss Jane replied. They must be out on what you call a coffee break. We will go in and talk to Mr. Drysdale. Mr. Clampett, do you really think he can get me a job in movies? Llewellyn asked. A girl as sweet and Bertie as you? It is a lead pipe cinch, Jed said.
Come on.
Mr. Drysdale? He appears to be out too. You sit down here and make yourself comfortable. I will go see can I find him. What are you doing here? Mr. Drysdale snapped, walking in. Oh, you scared me, Llewellyn said. Big deal, who are you? Mr. Drysdale asked. I am Llewellyn Aden from Monroe, Louisiana, Llewellyn said. Are you Mr. Drysdale?
So what if I am?
Mr. Drysdale asked. I was told you could help me get a job, Llewellyn said.
Can you type?
No, sir, Llewellyn said. Can you take dictation? Mr. Drysdale asked. No, sir, Llewellyn said. Know anything about bookkeeping or accounting? Mr. Drysdale asked. No, sir, Llewellyn said. Can you program a computer? Mr. Drysdale asked. No, sir, Llewellyn said. Can you foreclose a mortgage? Mr. Drysdale asked. No, sir, Llewellyn said. Can you get a maple syrup stain out of my jacket? Mr. Drysdale asked. No, sir, Llewellyn said. You are just worthless, Mr. Drysdale declared. What would I need another dumb hillbilly blonde with a brain in your head? Why do you not go back to Louisiana, throw yourself in a bayou, and feed yourself to the alligators? Go ahead, cry, blow your head off. See what I get you. Llewellyn, darling, what happened? Jed asked, returning. How come you would be crying like this? Didn't you tell Mr. Drysdale you had come out here to be an actor? She did not have to tell me, Mr. Clampett, Mr. Drysdale said, his demeanor changing instantly to one of theatrical admiration. By the moment I saw her, I knew she was a born actress. So, immediately, I started to test her. I did the famous shouting scene from The Bride of Frankenstein. And she passed the test with flying colors. Oh, look at those tears. Garbo could not shed them any better. This girl is a natural. One of the most gifted actresses of our time. I predict stardom for this lovely, talented young lady. Wee doggy, did you hear that, Llewellyn? Jed asked. I told you Mr. Drysdale could help you. Oh, I will dedicate myself to her career, Mr. Drysdale promised. Llewellyn, my dear, Who would you like to do your screen test with? Paul Newman? Steve McQueen? Whoever you think is best, Mr. Drysdale, Llewellyn said. What studio do you figure she ought to work for? Mr. Drysdale asked. Let them compete for her services. Let them bid against one another. An actress like Llewellyn Aden comes along once. We leave everything to you, Mr. Drysdale, Jed said. Now I think I had best get this little girl home. She has flung more out from all the acting she has been doing. This day will go down in motion picture history, Mr. Drysdale proclaimed. For today a star is born. The Academy Award is but one performance away. We are glad to see you, Mr. Drysdale, Jed said. And Llewellyn will thank you proper quick if she pulls herself together. I know what you are capable of, Llewellyn, Mr. Drysdale said. And, mark my words, one of these nights, you will be taking that famous fellow Oscar home with you. Mr. Drysdale, I have known Llewellyn all her life, and she is not that kind of girl, Jed said, confused. Well, Llewellyn, looks like you are on your way, Jed said. I do not know how to thank you, Mr. Clampett, Llewellyn said. Sure, because Mrs. Drysdale did it, Mr. Drysdale said. Jed Clampett speaking, Jed said, answering the phone. Jethro?
Jed asked.
Yeah, she is still here. Let me tell him the news. Hold on. Llewellyn has got something to tell you. Jethro, I am ready to take that big step, Llewellyn said. Hello? Hello? He hung up again. Well, you are back, Jed said, turning to the group. How did it go? Granny, it looks like we got ourselves a little movie star here, Jed announced. Is that not wonderful?
Granny asked.
Well, I have not made my screen test yet, Llewellyn said. Mr. Drysdale says he can get her a big star like Steve McQueen, Jed said. Oh, I hope he does, Granny said. He is my favorite. You promised her a screen test? Mr. Drysdale said later.
Right.
We'll film it right here in the office tomorrow morning. Oh, you're joking, Llewellyn said. Oh, no, Mr. Drysdale said. You will be here wearing wardrobe and full makeup at 9 o'clock.
Me?
In wardrobe and makeup? Llewellyn asked. Right, Mr. Drysdale said. And you better look like Steve McQueen. Well, now it is time to say goodbye to Jed and all his kin, Jed said, looking toward the sunset. They would like to thank you folks for kindly dropping in. You are all invited back next week to this locality to have a heaping helping of their hospitality. Hillbilly, that is. Ceres Bell, take your shoes off, Granny called out. Do not come back now, dear. This has been a Filmwise presentation.